In light of the recent shooting, local nonprofits working with troubled youth are on high alert.
As KITV4's Kristen Concilio reports, they're sounding the alarm that more needs to be done to stop the violence.
Many in the community are fearful that shootings are becoming more prevalent in our own backyard.
Terrible to hear, these things happening in our own community and even in our own state.
That's why youth organizations are trying to ramp up efforts to help children in crisis before they turn down the wrong path.
It seems to be a lot easier now for kids to get their hold on weapons now than it was before. So that's where our biggest concern is right now. There is a concern in many of our schools and many of our communities that they see the increase of violence in the communities.
A 19-year-old wanting to get away from the violence and gangs in his neighborhood credits Adult Friends for Youth for helping him gain a new perspective. The former gang member joined the organization in high school and is now getting a college education.
It made me see that all the fighting and gang neighborhood stuff is not worth it, and I would kind of just say to all the other kids that violence is not really the answer.
Nonprofits say the pandemic is fueling the violence, with more people under stress and anxiety over the past couple years. And with mental illness on the rise, there's not enough programs to meet the demand.
I'm very worried. It's definitely coming on the heels of this pandemic, which has created a lot of anxiety in both adults and children. And as we know, anxiety is part of the problem of children acting out.
Cynthia White runs the nonprofit Kids Hurt Too, helping children who've experienced trauma. She says the group is expanding as much as they can with limited resources. Nonprofits are calling on the state to invest more into programs that help youth in need.
If we don't take care of this issue today, this issue can get worse down the line. And what we don't want to see happen again is what we saw last night. We heard last night in the shootings of the three young men.
Kristen Concilio, KITV4 Island News.